What's up, guys? You know who the top free agents of 2019 are. Nick Foles is going to be the most sought-after quarterback. Le'Veon Bell might sign the biggest contract of them all. And Earl Thomas stands to finally get paid after being quite underpaid by the Seattle Seahawks. Well, let's not overlook some of these other talented free agents who could be major difference makers. We say in full confidence that when the market opens, these 10 guys are going to be quite overlooked, even though they promise to bring great value. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we present the 10 best NFL free agents nobody is talking about. Don't forget to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos every single day. Every day is a new video, so you should definitely subscribe. It's a good idea. Do it. Number 10, Stephen Gostkowski. Kickers rarely attract that much attention in free agency. But if the New England Patriots let Stephen Gostkowski hit the open market, we wouldn't be shocked if he signed the richest contract ever for a kicker. Gostkowski has been more than reliable for the bulk of his career. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler and was a key part of the Pats Super Bowl championship teams in 2014, 2016, and 2018. Through the 2018 season, Gostkowski had made 87.4% of his field goals. That makes him the third most accurate kicker of all time. He's also spent his career playing in the freezing Foxborough weather. Rain, snow, or windy weather. Nothing has stopped Gostkowski. He's really all you want in a kicker, and 2019 will only mark his age 35 season. Nobody should be afraid to give him a 5-year deal. Gostkowski has been one of the best kickers for over a decade. What more could you possibly ask for? Number 9, Dante Fowler Jr. The Jacksonville Jaguars drafted Fowler with the number 3 pick in 2015, but he never lived up to the expectations there. The good news is that a mid-season trade to the Los Angeles Rams did wonders for Fowler in 2018, and he set himself up for a decent payday in free agency. But the 2019 market is completely dominated by defensive linemen, including Dee Ford, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Ndamukong Suh. Thus, you can bet that Fowler will be quite overlooked once free agency opens up. Defensive coordinator Wade Phillips got the most out of Fowler in the second half, and he was instrumental in helping the Rams reach Super Bowl 53. Fowler had 2 sacks and 21 tackles for the Rams in the regular season. He added 1.5 sacks in the postseason and generated some big-time pressure on the likes of Dak Prescott and Drew Brees. He doesn't carry a high-profile name like Lawrence or Suh, but Fowler showed that he really is capable of being an impact player. Fowler is still relatively young and showed that all he needed was a change of scenery. This man could be one of the best bargains of the offseason, and whoever signs him is going to be rewarded. Number 8, Matt Paradis. Teams can never have enough offensive linemen, and the market is always huge for them. Just look at how much money slightly above average guys like Nate Solder and Andrew Norwell were awarded with last year. They were paid like bona fide superstars. Well, Denver Broncos center Matt Paradis figures to cash in big as he prepares to test the market out for the very first time in his career. Paradis was part of the Denver Super Bowl 50 championship team, and he made the most of his contract year. Expect Paradis to be one of the highest paid offensive linemen in free agency. But like we said, this year's market is all about defense, which is why Paradis will be overlooked. He earned a very solid 79.0 grade from Pro Football Focus in 2018. He was the league's second highest ranked center before suffering a season-ending fractured fibula in the midst of 2018. As the New England Patriots and LA Rams showed this season, an excellent offensive line goes a very long way. It's the golden era to be a free agent offensive lineman, and he should be one of the better and more underrated signings. Number 7, Ajayi. It's hard for running backs to earn big contracts in free agency these days, considering how easily replaceable they are. But Le'Veon Bell is arguably the top free agent on the market, and somebody is going to pay the Pro Bowler big money. Other guys like Latavius Murray and Marshawn Lynch stand to generate plenty of interest on the market as well. But let's not forget about Ajayi, who has been one of the more explosive running backs since 2015. People are forgetting about him, simply because he suffered a torn ACL in Week 5 and was out for the season. There have always been injury concerns for him, but the man can be a game changer when healthy. Don't forget that he had 1,272 rushing yards for the Miami Dolphins in 2016, and he could be a weapon in the passing game as well. Given his injury history, he'll probably be content taking a 1 or 2 year deal, and there is plenty of reward awaiting for the team that signs him. All he has to do is stay healthy, and he can produce like a top running back again. He just has to wait for guys like Bell and Murray to sign first, and then he will earn more attention from other teams. teams. Number 6, Frank Clark. Long overlooked because of the large quantity of superstars on that Seattle Seahawks defense over the years. Frank Clark is one of the top free agent defensive linemen. But as we all noted on the Dante Fowler entry, there are simply more big-name players also hitting the market, so Clark might not receive all that much attention, but like he should. Clark had a career year with 13 sacks and a trio of forced fumbles in 2018. He helped Seattle make a surprise return to the playoffs. He has registered at least 9 sacks in the last 3 years now. Clark would be a great add to a team that needs another edge rusher. The New York Jets, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Oakland Raiders come to mind. Other teams can go ahead and try to get Sue, Ford, and Lawrence, but we suggest GMs do not overlook Clark, who could be that final piece in helping a team build up a championship caliber defense. Number 5, Jameson Crowder. After Golden Tate and Adam Humphries, who are actually prime overpaid candidates, there just aren't many playmaking wide receivers available on the market. But Jameson Crowder of the Washington Redskins is certainly worth a look for teams that are looking to add another element to their offense. He's among the better special teams performers too. Crowder's best season was in 2016 when he finished with 67 receptions for 847 yards and 7 touchdowns. If he joined a team with an elite quarterback like the Green Bay Packers or Indianapolis Colts, maybe Crowder would take his game to another level. You can never have enough speed in the NFL, and Crowder can make the big plays with his shifty footwork. Once top wideouts like Tate and Humphries are signed, Crowder should receive more interest, and teams would be silly to not give the man a look. He could really help a lot of offenses around the league. Number 4, CJ Mosley. Mosley was only one of the many great players on that stacked Baltimore Ravens defense in 2018, so it was easy to ignore just how much of a difference maker he was for the AFC North champions. Mosley is one of the few elite inside linebackers in the NFL, having been named to 4 Pro Bowls while earning 4 second-team All-Pro selections. Renowned for being quite the team leader in the post-Ray Lewis era, Mosley has recorded 100 tackle seasons in 4 of his 5 years in the league. Athletic do-it-all inside linebackers are a dream for NFL coaches, but few of them exist. Mosley might not break the bank in free agency, but he promises to be one of the smartest FA signings this year. Number 3, Mark Ingram Jr. The New Orleans Saints would probably love to keep Mark Ingram, but it won't be easy for guys like Marshawn Lattimore, Michael Thomas, and Alvin Kamara needing huge extensions soon. Ingram has been one of the game's top running backs since the 2014 season. He's been getting it done as both a runner and pass catcher. He has 2 1,000-yard seasons under his belt and has been the perfect complement to Kamara. But it's hard to see Ingram taking a pay cut and sticking with the team that won't give him the full starting reps. Look for Ingram to test free agency, and he'll certainly be one of the best bang for your buck options. Is Ingram a product of playing with the Saints? Maybe, but this guy has an excellent work ethic and a great locker room presence. You don't have too many running backs that can produce in both the rushing and passing games, but Ingram is one of them. He is entering his age 30 season though, and is only one of the many quality running backs available on the market. Because of that, we can easily expect Ingram to fly under the radar heading into free agency, but we can also expect him to be one of the top free agent signings in 2019 as well. Number 2, Landon Collins. The New York Giants found a gem in safety Landon Collins, who was selected 33rd overall in the 2015 draft. He's been one of the league's elite safeties over the last 3 years, earning Pro Bowl nods in each of those seasons. Collins had an incredible year in 2016, one that could have resulted in a Defensive Player of the Year award. He had 125 combined tackles, 4 sacks, 13 passes defended, and 5 interceptions. Collins' production dipped by notable margins in 2017 and 18, so that might hurt his chance to cash in when free agency begins. Collins' best bet may be to sign a 1-year deal in order to reset his free agent value for next year. Collins is only entering his age 25 season, and a new system might help him regain that excellent 2016 form we saw. On the right team, Collins could emerge as the league's best safety, no exaggeration. Since the safety market is huge this year, it's not crazy to think that Collins will be vastly underpaid. But again, he can set himself up nicely for a mega contract next year. The bottom line is, teams will overlook him in free agency, but we know Collins will shine no matter where he goes. Number 1, Teddy Bridgewater. Well, the Denver Broncos acquired Joe Flacco. That takes one quarterback off the market. Obviously, Nick Foles is the cream of the crop for quarterbacks. When the Miami Dolphins cut Ryan Tannehill loose, he too will attract some interest. But guys, let's not discount Teddy Bridgewater, who will finally have a chance to be a starter for the first time in 4 years. Bridgewater showed promise in his 2015 sophomore season. He helped the Minnesota Vikings win the NFC North. Sadly, he missed all of 2016 after tearing his ACL, and he saw barely any action in 2017. Bridgewater was Drew Brees' backup for the New Orleans Saints in 2018, but again, he saw very little action. Well, the former is a free agent once again, and he can now join a team that will promise him a starting job. Bridgewater appears to be fully healthy again. It's just about finding the right fit. Teams like the Miami Dolphins Washington Redskins and Jacksonville Jaguars make good sense for him. Bridgewater is still relatively young, only entering his age 27th season. There's plenty of reason to believe this guy can flourish as a starting quarterback. But again, it's Foles who will be commanding all the attention among free agent quarterbacks. Nonetheless, some team will find itself a good quarterback at a solid price in Bridgewater. What are some of the other great 2019 NFL free agents that nobody is talking about? Join us in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and Total Pro Sports on social media. We post great content all the time. At least go check out our profiles. Give it a look. If you like it, follow us. If you don't like it, don't follow us. But either way, you're great. You're a good person. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click. Right down below. Right there. Boom. Click it. Bow. Your phone's in your hand, you might as well do it. If this is your first time around TPS, make sure to subscribe because we post videos every single day. That's right, every day is a new video. Every day. Subscribe. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo, and I'll see you next time.
My knee.